Welcome back to my channel, viewers. Well, today I'm going to be going to Wigan Yamaha to test and review the Yamaha Niken 900cc's, and it's the one with the 3 wheels. So mixed feelings about this bike. Sort of growing on me the last 12 months. Today's not the best of days, but not too slippy, so decided to go and do it. No messing around for taffy 2-wheel. Anyway, won't bore you too much, so please join me for the ride and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Taffy 2 wheels out for now. Bye. Hello, welcome back to Taffy 2 Wheels on this ride of the lovely Yamaha Niken GT 900 or 845cc. Just going to take it local today. I don't want to have any offs, especially in this weather, even though the ABS is pretty good on this model. This Yamaha identifies with the MT-09 and the Tracer 900. However, the gear ratio and ECU have been changed. This has an 18% more inertia, as well as revised fuel maps. I find it's a very, very well built bike. This has the panniers on it, which are semi-soft, and they hold about 25 litres. It's got LCD dash cruise. I will show you all these around the walk round. The weight of this bike is 267 kilograms, which is about 588 pounds, and you get in 45 miles per gallon, and it's 115 brake horsepower. The road tax on this is £101 per year, and the top speed is 135 miles per hour. That's nothing to be sniffed at. This bike gets there pretty quick and puts its power down nice and evenly. It's not going to rip your arms off. It's only 900cc, but it gets there, and you've got a little bit of added weight at the front end. Having said that, it's not going to slide at the front end because that grip is phenomenal. When you go around a bend and it glides into a bend, it feels planted. It feels safe. The stability and the confidence it gives you is second to none. I feel even in wind, it's not an issue at all. It handles perfectly. On the motorway, it handles perfectly. Straight line power is brilliant. It gives you lots of confidence because of that extra grip you're getting. And the screen, which is a taller one on this one, with it being the GT version, and obviously the heated grips make it a little bit better in this weather condition. And when you turn them heated grips onto 3 bars, they melt your hands off. You've got to put them onto 2. I was riding around, my hands were melting, and that's not like me. I was over hot, and to say the least, them grips are brilliant. So well done Yamaha for that. Really good heated grips on that. This has each of its wheels has its own rotational sensor and brake control device. It's also got assist slip clutch and a YCC electronic throttle. Obviously you've got cruise on it as well, which you'd expect on that type of bike, and it's got an upshifter, but that has to be used to around 3,000 revs. Otherwise might not do very well for your gearbox. I'm finding that riding this around local areas, being in traffic queues and dodging potholes, there's no issue at all on it. Even there, look at that, it just weaves around, moves from direction to direction effortlessly. Even at slow speeds, it's manoeuvrable and punchy. It's got a really nice exhaust note, and you can fit an aftermarket Acapova for about £1.5 on this bike that I've seen. You can get lots of aftermarket parts on it. I would prefer it in black, to be fair. It's a bit like a Batman bike in black, doesn't it? Having said that, I don't really look like Batman, so. However, the colour black on this, probably a matte black, will look absolutely fantastic. I'm glad I've ridden this bike today. I am. I'm really glad I've had a go on it. It's something that I wouldn't really look at because I didn't like the front end look of it, and I've been looking at it for a couple of years, going in an hour and thinking, should I not get it? But test riding it today, especially with the new 23 model coming out, which has got everything on it. I can't wait to get my hands on one of them. It should be coming out in the future. Well, this year, hopefully, 2023, isn't it? So we'll see. Anyway, I'm just approaching this little bit of terrain here, which is not the best, but this bike handles it extremely well. So anyway, we're coming around for the walk round now, so please stay tuned and join me for the walk round. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Taffy Two Wheels. We hope we've had a nice Christmas, and I wish you all a happy new year for 2023. Right, what have I got for you today? Well, I've got this lovely Yamaha Niken GT 845cc, well, probably 900 more like, and it's identical to the MT900 and Tracer 900 as well. This bike, as you've probably noticed by now, it's got 3 wheels. Can't tell you're riding it though. Very good. This is the GT version, top model, and it comes and retails around about 14,700. However, Wigan Yamaha, it's now it's a 22 plate version. This, it's now just under 10 grand, so you're saving yourself quite a substantial amount of money there. And the standard version is 13,800, now going for just under 8 grand. That's a saving as well. This has got a bit more things with it. Got the up and down quick shifter. Actually, it's not this year's model. This is a 19 bike. This has got just an up quick shifter. But with the GT version, you get a taller screen, you get heated grips, which I can tell you are really, really warm. And the panniers, which are not on today because somebody's borrowed them, not pinched them, they just borrowed them. But obviously this pack comes on with that, and it comes on with a comfort seat, which I can tell you is very comfortable. It's not got a TFT screen on it. It's got a normal, we call it LCD screen, even when I'm just looking for the words there. Interrupted by somebody riding past. How dare they on my video. So yeah, this is a lovely colour blue. I like the lights on it front, and I like the mirrors. Really, really nice mirrors, and you can see pretty well. They don't obscure anything apart from filtering they get in the way a bit, but that's fortunately nothing I can do about that. It's nice and wide, nice and comfy, very planted. The exhaust is nice and tucked away, which I'll show you around in a minute. And the wheels at the front, you can't tell it is a 3-wheel bike, but the grip on this is phenomenal. The grip is absolutely amazing. So yeah, it is a very nice motorcycle, and I wouldn't have thought that, because looking at it, I don't know about that front end. That front end, well, let me know in the comments what you think about the front end. I'm not quite sure, but you do get a lot of looks when you're riding it. You do get a lot of looks on it. It's quite punchy. There's 3 different modes on it. I've had it in 3. I'm going to put it on 2 now. I'm going to put it on 1 today because 1 bit more lively and I don't want spinning the back wheel out and bending this bike. But I must say, this has been kindly lent by Wigan Yamaha today, which I have no ulterior motive. I'm not being paid by Wigan Yamaha. I'm a standalone YouTuber and I do it because I love it. It's my hobby. Obviously, I'd like it to turn something more, but that depends. We'll see what the future holds. For Taffy 2 wheels, literally Taffy 2 wheels on the front of this, I'm doing it because then you can see what sort of bike this is. There's probably other reviews out there. I'm 6'2" nearly, about 16, 17 stone, and this is very comfy for me. The pegs are a little bit forward, but that's not a problem. Not a problem with moving around, and the rear seat's plush and nice, so your passenger should be all right as well on that. Should be have a good ride on that, and you can put a rack on it. I expect here to put your top box on if you need that. But this bike is really nice on the road, very stable, very planted, like I've said before, and it's very easy to move around. Turns pretty good. The turning circle's pretty good on it as well. You don't really see the front of the bike when you're riding it, so you can't say it's an ugly bike. You're concentrating on riding it. It's the feel you get from this bike that is good. Once you start looking at it, you get used to it, how it looks, but you do get a lot of people looking at you and thinking, wow. And it's nice that. If you want to be recognised, get a Niken. And if you're interested in any of these bikes, then you can always contact the salespeople at Wigan Yamaha, because they've been kind enough to let me borrow this bike, and they're superb at dealing with, dead friendly, and you know, they bend over backwards for you to help you. I'll tell you again, I have bought bikes from Wigan Yamaha before. The 2023 model is all singing and dancing, got a lot more tech on than this, and I can't get my hands on one of them yet. I'll try to at some point, but please like and subscribe. I'll just show you around this bike now. As you can see, it's chain drive. The LCD screen, plenty of modes on it, 3 modes. It's got cruise control here, up and down. Press that button there, just see, turn it off and on for cruise, and set it there. Got your lights here, your horn, your indicators, and your stop start as usual, and your mode button, so you can flick it to mode there and change it. It's quite basically simple. I don't really need to go through it with you. Just look around the bike and see what you think. That front end, it takes some getting used to, that I think, but I think they'll get there eventually. It is certainly different, isn't it? Then wheels work independently of each other in the suspension, the upside down forks. I suppose obviously it costs you more for tyres, won't it, because you need 3. This is not a trike though, because the trike's got 2 wheels on the back and 1 on the front. This is classed as a motorcycle, and you need a motorcycle licence to ride it, a full motorcycle licence that is. Back end and lights are different, aren't they? So there you have it.